So in my last video I said I was going to be doing a new web series about some of the experiences I've had with movies, how they'd affected me, how they hadn't affected me maybe, and what I'd learned from both of them. My thinking behind it was that I had this huge collection of old ticket stubs. I've kept all the stubs from movies I've seen for quite a few years now. This is sort of a little hobby. And finally I started going through some of these stubs, and what I realized was there was the movie itself and my memories of maybe the story or the acting, the production value, and how that may have informed my thoughts on movies or filmmaking. But even more than that, and sometimes on a deeper level, there was the experience of going to see the movie and seeing it in a movie theater. And one thing I really realized is that it was the memories of seeing it in the theater with other people, total strangers, but more often than that with good friends or with family, what was happening in my life at the time. Those memories were often, that was often a very big part of the experience for me. And I was looking through these tickets and I was amazed that I could pretty much remember exactly what was happening in my life for every ticket. And I thought that's really unique. A few years ago I had the opportunity to see the filmmaker McG give a Q&A talk, and whatever you may think about his movies, he certainly has made some bad movies. I think he's made a couple good ones, but he's a fascinating guy. And one thing he said is he's worked in the music business too. If you have an artist you like or an album you like, you'll enjoy it on your own time. But very often you aren't too likely to share that music with someone else. Go up to someone and say, "You've got to listen to this." But if it's a movie, very often you say, "You've got to go see this movie." There's something about that movie experience that wants to be shared, and seeing it with other people. That's really the magic of the movie theater. And that's why I think we'll always have that movie-going experience where you're watching with friends. There's something very unique and special about that. And also how movies can play with our lives. One more story. In the movie The 400 Blows, the Truffaut movie, there's a scene where, the little boy, I forget the boy's name, whatever, he had this little altar in his bedroom and he had a candle on it and nearly burned the house down. And it's not in the best home situation. His mom's furious, his dad's furious, and the kid's ashamed that he almost burned the house down. But for some reason they all decide they'll go see a movie. And they go to this movie. I forget what the movie, it doesn't matter really, but they all go to this movie and they come out of it, and it's like it's been a cleansing experience. That they're all talking about the movie and how the actor or how funny it was, and that they've shared this experience. And it's like, for this family, whatever their disagreements and the mom having an affair and all that, whatever is happening, like for that night after seeing that movie, they're all united in the experience of having seen this story and shared this story together. That's really, there's something magical about that. And I can think of a lot of moments in my life where going to see a movie has really meant a lot, at least in retrospect. So I wanted to do a little series, and we'll call it Ticket Stubs for now. It's not the best title, but better than nothing. Where I might talk a little bit about these experiences, and if other people have had similar experiences or different experiences, that'd be an interesting thing to talk about, because that's a side of filmmaking. You can talk about camera work and acting and visual effects. We always talk about that, but we don't often talk about what we felt on a deeper level, or what was happening at the time. That's not really a side of film criticism or talking, film discourse that's explored too much. Interesting to me. I hope some of it's of interest to you. I'm looking forward to seeing what we come up with. Thank you.